Okay, so welcome back to Skien and our final match of the day. This is Mark Beattie of Ireland versus Tuna from Norway. Players are just ready to start now, so we'll see them down on the floor. It's Mark leading off with the orange balls. So as you can see on the screen there, we've got Tuna's information, ranking of 23 at the moment. 28 in the order of merit from this season, and a win percentage of 52.12%. Norway's number one bowler in the rankings, and she is up against arguably the SMPT's number one player and most decorated Mark Beattie from Ireland, currently ranked third in the world and is leading this season's order of merit following his UK Open victory back in August, and a formidable player, Craig.
Yeah, absolutely. Certainly the one player that you don't want to end up drawn against in your group. Mark's got an unbelievable record in SMPT ranking singles events, never failing to qualify from the group, which is some record.
Yeah, he's done very well. I would expect Tuna to be very much up for this match. Very competitive that she is. Both players just looking to settle down to the mat. Of course, they would have had a practice on it this morning. Conditions slightly changed, as we've seen with some of the games we've already had on here today. The players playing this way, the mat is running slightly faster than the other direction, so it'll be interesting to see if they pick that up quickly.
Yeah, you'd imagine so. Both of these players would be used to these type of conditions. Obviously, Tuna plays out of the club here, which are playing the next hall to this one.
Yeah, so for those of you unfamiliar with the venue here, this is an international handball arena we're playing in. We've got 25 mats laid down. So, Tuna just unlucky there, flicking the short bowl. 2 down. Both with a bowl to come.
Yeah, it's been good to see Mark recapture the form this season that he had a few seasons back now. Winning the World Cup back in August with the Irish team, and then following that up the next couple of days at the UK Open.
So, final bowl of this first end of 12. Mark holding the 2 shots. Again, Tuna just looking to play through here. Can remove both of Mark's bowls. Just found the gap. Narrow gap looking at that angle too. So it will be a double for Mark on the first end.
Yeah, and okay, Tuna want to settle down quick into this match. Don't want to let Mark have it all his own way. Seems a bit unsettled at the moment.
Yeah, so it was 2 shots to Mark on the first end. Yeah, Tuna looking around there. I'm not sure if she's looking for scorecards perhaps, or not sure, but let's see if she settles down. Mark to lead off on the second end.
Mark leading off on this backhand. And again you see with Mark's delivery, static starts, hand on his knee. Big stride.
So welcome to those of you who have joined us on Facebook Live. Again, guys, if you want to share this post, you'll be in with a chance to win a free SMPT shirt. So please feel free to share it on your Facebook page. And any questions for us, just drop us a message on the live feed and we'll try and answer it for you. As I said, this is the final game we're showing you today, but we will be back tomorrow with a professional filming of the final 4 rounds of the conclusion of this Power Porsgrunn Norwegian Open.
See Mark switching to the forehand now. Good adjustment, switching hands.
And of course Mark using his narrower bowls, the blaze, as opposed to his usual internationals here on this hard floor venue.
Yeah, as we've seen in other matches here, A lot of the players will have a preference, but when they come to this hard floor venue here, they need to look to change potentially. Nigel Nicholls obviously usually bowls with a Maxim, but he's went down to Taylor Ace.
Hi Sean, hi Roger, thanks for joining us and watching, and thanks for the share. So Mark's third bowl of the second end.
Good pace this.
Yeah, looks to be close. Yeah, very good. So Tuna under a bit of early pressure.
Yeah, he's holding free, it looks like, by the overhead camera there. So again, a bit of pressure on Tuna's third bowl here. Needs to roll her own short bowl in. Looks into the area, gets a split even. Could have cut it down.
Yeah, a fraction more weight on that shot. Probably would have seen her bowl come through a bit more. Looks like it's reduced it to 2. Mark just coming up to have a look.
Nothing too adventurous for Mark here. Just seeing which way he's going. Looks like he's playing backhand. Yep. Draw him round Tuna's front bowl. Close here.
Yeah, looks good again. Just holding out a fraction. It's just stuck out a bit on that side, isn't it? Certainly coming this way.
Yeah, and I think again with the blaze, what does with his delivery as well, they will tend to hold a little bit longer than some bowlers. As you can see, it's slightly held out. It's in a good spot though.
So Tuna's final bowl of the second end. We'll probably look to use that. If she's a bit narrow, she's going to be playing her own bowl up. Will it be on the outside? Yeah, just pushed it through. Just caught it on the wrong side. So we'll see what it is. I think it was 2. It was 2.
Shots, yeah.
And a strong start from Mark.
Yes, I'd say it's ominous signs for Tuna in this match if she lets Mark get any further in front. As we saw in the previous match, you can't afford to give any bowler too many shots lead. Mark will certainly punish you.
So most of the other matches, as you can see, are finished now on the other mats. We're slightly behind on the show mat because of the filming.
Yeah, I think players tend to just take their time a bit more, knowing that they are being filmed.
Yeah, more time in the limelight, Craig.
Absolutely, making the most of it. Don't blame them. Don't want to give a good account of themselves. They might not get back on here again this weekend. They're guaranteed to be back on if they make the final tomorrow. So that's what we tend to say to anyone that says, "Oh, I don't get to go on the show, Matt." So, well, that's in your hands.
Yeah, just make the final and you will be there. So, good second bowl from Mark, adjusting well from his first. Good pace from Tuna there, but just obviously just a fraction wide on the line.
Again, Mark's just beating her to the punch.
Hello, Erica. Hope's all well with you in Germany. So, Mark. Wow, has he taken a bit too much off of this, Craig?
Yeah, it's not finished that bad actually. It's a little bit in the eye line. That'll be perfect weight now for Tuna to drop round. She's definitely on a wide line there.
We saw some bowls earlier coming back well from there, especially James Trott, who was using a narrower bias bowl, and that bowl has come back, just short on pace again. Bit of a scrappy end, this third end.
Yeah, I might quite mind that too much, especially if he's holding the shot. It's the scrappy ends where you sometimes can drop a big count. We've seen a few of those in the matches we've covered so far today.
So Mark's final bowl of this third end, and he's in for two. Well, Mike presented Tuna with a bit more of a target there. Mind you, looking at the overhead, it's pretty much in front of her own bowl, so she's switching to the backhand now.
One thing you will find with Tuna's bowls that they are very straight, especially with a bit of weight.
This, though. Oh, it's a great result for Tuna. That's a good bowl, especially playing that backhand weighted shot, as we've seen earlier. Some of the bowls really holding on a line.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, fortunate enough to play with Tuna in a couple of competitions in Sweden in the last couple of years. Very accomplished player, very, very competitive. And
so we're just going to wait for Elise, who's marking for us, to confirm that. I think it was just a single. Yes, and it was. So it's one shot to Tuna on that third end. So it brings the score to 4-1.
Important that Tuna scored there. I think the match can get away from you, especially against someone of Mark's ability.
So she's gone to a 3/4 length jack, just dropped short with her first bowl. Mark will certainly want to put the pressure on here.
Yeah, again, he's going out on a nice wide line. So interested to see how far this drops back.
Yeah, just held out a fraction again, hasn't it? So again, Tuna's bowls with a slight more bias than Mark's. Again, just short of pace. Needs to be reaching.
Yeah, you can't afford to be leaving your bowls short, especially when you're 4-1 down, and 1 down in the head. Mark will certainly look to punish this. Fancying the draw right on top of the jack here.
It certainly looks better. Yeah. And is very good. Still room there. Yeah, Tuna, I think, will come and have a look at this just to see how it's lying, but draw on the forehand still available?
Yeah, I think the backhand is blocked out really by her own bowls. So forehand draw for me.
Yeah, shows the importance of making sure you're reaching at least jack high.
She's on a fair road. There's the pace.
If it runs round her own, it'll be close. Ah, very good.
Great bowl.
Yeah, appreciation from the small crowd that's left now watching this final match.
I don't think we'll see too much of a switch here for Mark. Any touch onto Tuna's last bowl, give him shot.
Yeah, certainly spring the jack sideways.
Just
Again.
held by, I think.
Oh yeah, just held out. I think it was played at the right pace there. Just held out because of that pace though.
Yeah, I think that is the hardest shot to play on these mats. That just over the pace shot, knowing how much green to give it.
So Tuna having to be a bit careful now, holding the one shot. Yeah, that's not a bad bowl there. I think Mark can. Well, it's just dropped down, so I think Mark can get round now fairly easily. So no change in the shot for Mark.
Fancy Mark to make the adjustment here. I think you play it with ever slightly less weight.
Yeah, slightly wider line, slightly less weight, but again, same result. So it's a single to Tuna on this fourth end.
Bit of a let off there as well. You fancy Mark to have made that, giving him 2 chances at that. Got to make the most of those when your opponent doesn't take them, so Tuna needs to keep that pressure on. She's still 4-2 behind.
So we're into the fifth end. Tuna leading off, same jack length, the 3/4 jack. He's used that wider line down on the forehand. You can see the bowl's coming back nicely.
Very good start.
It is. Don't think Mark will be overly aggressive at this.
No, just plod away.
Again, another Irish player, another fixed stance. Yeah, played with a weight to maybe disturb shot bowl if it was on a good line.
Yeah, it's just that slight difference in pace coming this way. Mark is another one of the players to make 300 matches in the ranking singles with Players Tour here.
Yeah, Mark, well, obviously prior to this tournament, bang on 300. But of course, has played some already today. Hi Ryan, question from Ryan, are the mats fast over there? Yes they are, obviously playing, the majority of the mats here are Verdi's with some wide green lights, playing at a very, well not a very rapid pace, but certainly a quick pace.
Yeah, quicker than most of the mats that we would play on back in the UK, particularly in Ireland.
So Tuna holding 2 here. Just caught her second bowl there and didn't come in, so has drifted through to the back.
Mark really wants to drop onto that jack high bowl in for shot. Doesn't want to be leaving it to his last. He's on a decent road out.
Yeah, looks pretty close this. If it runs around the front edge, needs to run.
Oh, got a bit of help.
Yeah, and did the job. As you can see, just flicked off the bowl, but got in for shot. And that's tied it down a bit, certainly on that forehand side now.
Yeah, and it doesn't look very good on the backhand, to be honest, for Tuna here. And sometimes you look at the head and you think, just be happy with one down, the way it sits in, but that's not the way Tuna thinks.
So, Tuna's last bowl on this 5th end. I'm not sure that's going to come back enough there. That might drop. Yeah, just, well, to be fair, it was a good line, just a fraction over pace. Good effort.
Yeah, and it's difficult with the pace of these mats. They are, say, fairly quick, as we were saying earlier. Changing your hand as well. Mark's now going to look to switch, I think.
Yep, Mark's switching to the backhand side. Just want to run around these front bowls.
He looks close here.
Needs to run a fraction more. Not sure it's going to fall back, I think, that bowl. Yeah, there it goes. So, just a single to Mark. And he extends his lead to 5-2 after 5 ends. But a good head on that end there, Craig, and you know, both players settling down nicely into this match.
Yeah, you could say Mark was a little bit fortunate with the little ride off of his front bowl, but he had very good pace. He was only a fraction out on the line, so sometimes you do get rewarded for that. Got to make the most of those little bits of luck.
Yeah, you certainly do. Some more questions coming through on our live feed. Sean just asking why there's no more games, or the play on the show mat's a little bit behind because of us setting up graphics and so on for each match. So they're the last match now playing. Everyone else is finished for the day. So,
it's quite eerie in here actually, with just the one be what the final will be like a little bit tomorrow actually. When you've had 24 mats in play, does make a bit of a difference actually with the background noise.
Hi to Matt. No, they're not an ace Mark's bowls. He's using a blaze. Tuna, the blue bowls, she's using an ace. Hi James. Yes, we've got
got John Gillings from Wales taking part this weekend. We were supposed to have a couple of other players from Wales, but unfortunately they weren't able to make it. So yeah, Wales have only got John here this weekend. Hopefully we'll get some players from Wales here next year when we return 2020.
Tuna and Mark just sharing a joke there, because Mark fairly short with his last bowl, but has half blocked the line. So Tuna switching now to the backhand. Yeah, it's going to hold out. Yeah, again, just that bowl holding going down that side.
Tuna going up the other end, just also just to take a bit of time actually.
So again, guys, if you are watching, don't forget, if you share this video, a good chance to win yourself a SMPT Raptor shirt, as we see Mark dropping right in behind the jack here.
Yeah, that's a very good bowl.
That looks like 3 to me, Craig.
Yeah, it's hard to see here. Tuna coming away with the shot on this end. Doesn't want to be dropping a 3.
Yeah, 3 down in the match already, so needs this bowl to count first or second. Will it hold on? It does. Wider line though, needs to run a bit more. Fair effort. Certainly taken 1 out, so just a 2 to mark, I think. Yep, 2 conceded. So not a bad effort with that last bowl.
No, she still finds herself 7-2 down. Halfway through now. Needs to really go up a gear or 2 really, I think, in the second half. She has to get back into this.
Yeah, so as you can see, Mark 7-2 up, and again the way he bowls, the way he's just piling the woods in, puts a lot of pressure on the bowlers.
Yeah, I mean that's really what the best players do. They force you to make a mistake. Mark is certainly one of the past masters at that. Yeah, so even though that's probably shot bowl, it's still not close enough really, and it's not behind the jack, so any jack movement will take that bowl out of contention.
Yeah, it will. So Mark looking to adjust his weight. Doesn't want to be much shorter than his last bowl, but has done so. Tuna, well, I say Tuna not wasting any time, but just resets herself. That's a bit of a narrow line, I think. Yeah, just pulled her arm across a little bit, pulled it down on the narrow line.
Yeah, easily done on that. Again, that side on that hand of coming this way. We've seen a few bowls go under in previous matches that we've covered so far today.
Yeah, Mark's similar here to that, but he's got a bit more weight, so it's just holding up. As you can see, as the weight comes off the bowl, that's when the bias takes the effect. So drops through to the back. Tuna looking to adjust. Yeah, bowling inside out again. Might be again a fraction narrow.
Doesn't
more
want
weight.
the jack. Ooh.
Yeah, it was always a bit narrow again.
You tend to kind of force it on those hands as well when you're not pushing it out far enough. And that's the danger.
Yeah, so Mark just asking Elise, who's marking for us, how many he's holding. She confirms it's 2. Better line this time from Mark. Yeah, it's dropped to make it a bit narrower. But again, because of Mark's bowl, because Tuna could play through, but you know, it's unlikely to get shot unless she stays.
Yeah, I don't think the angle's there for the free bowl to disappear. So,
yeah. So down on the forehand now. I think she'll still look to play through it. She does. Close, runs through.
Yeah.
So yeah, takes a shot.
Good goal. Don't think she was meaning that. She put her hands up.
But got the desired result.
Yeah, absolutely. Take that.
So, single shot on the 7th end for Tuna. Reduces the deficit to 4 shots. 7-3 Mark leads. And we're into the 8th end already.
Yes. So these matches have come thick and fast today.
Yeah, don't forget, guys, you can go to our website, www.shortmapplayerstour.com. Click on the link for the Norwegian Open on the home page, and you can view some live scores, some pictures, obviously this live feed of the video we're showing, and also click through to check full results from all the groups if you want to see how people are doing. They're updated as they happen. And of course, we'll be back with you tomorrow for 4 more live matches via our Huldra film streaming, and I'm sure myself or Craig will be bringing you a couple of our usual Facebook live games as we do. Meanwhile, back here in our final match of the day, Tuna looking to claw her way back into this match.
Yeah, it's been a good start on this end for Tuna. It's got the shot bowl and the best back now. Mark looking to drop in. Oh, good effort. Yeah, both these players done well in their group so far today, both winning their first 3 matches. Winner here will go through, Simon.
Yeah, that's right. All the other players obviously have completed 4 games, with John Lax in 3rd place from England on 6 points. So, as Craig rightly says, the winner will go through to the Cup knockout tomorrow. Tuna has a game against Rune Liftjell from Norway and fellow clubmate tomorrow morning. Mark will be facing Dag Jonsson from Sweden.
So actually, both these players are through the way it stands because of the head-to-head situation as well.
Yes, that's absolutely right.
So it's just where they finish in their group and who has the bragging rights. I think Mark is actually staying at Tuna and Gunnar's this weekend, so
So if Mark wins, then he'll be on tepid water this evening.
he
I'm
will
sure.
be. He won't be in the comfortable bed, I'm sure.
Well, Tuna lies a shot with her last bowl of the end. Can she draw in for 2?
Good road.
Yeah, looks good. Needs to run a bit though. She'll probably, although it's not, well, I might be counting, but she might want it to fall down.
It's on the way.
Yeah, it does. So still looks like only 1. Mark just having a quick check. Yeah, I think he's happy it's only 1.
Yeah, there is a slight element of danger for Mark if he flicks the last bowl. He'll flick his own bowl out. Be 2 down.
Well, he is stepping out to play a forcing shot.
Yeah.
I thought he might just draw round, but we'll see what he gets. Yeah, he's just playing.
Just looking to rock the jack back, I think.
Yeah. Oh, it's unlucky. Just too far.
That's a hell of an
It
effort.
was a great, yeah, because the gap between the bowl and the jacks, I had to play it perfect weight. Tuna's fancying her own bowl to be shot. Yeah. Mark comes down to check. Yep, so 1 shot to Tuna. And she reduces the deficit again to 3 now. And Mark leads 7-4 after 8 ends.
I guess the only worry from Tuna's perspective, she's picking up a couple of ends there, but she's only picking up 1s. Mark's not giving her too much.
No, I mean, as you can see, they've shared 4 ends each, but 3 double scores for Mark is the difference between the 2 players.
Yeah, still got a few people in watching this match. So Always good to see your fellow player staying behind.
Yeah, local time of 7:30 in the evening. We're normally done by 7 o'clock, but as I say, this is the last match of the day. And yeah, quite a few players have stayed on just to watch the conclusion of this match.
Good road again here from Tuna. Is she here? Is she here?
Yeah, Stretches should be a bit disappointed with that. Gives Mark the opportunity now. Well, Mark's actually going to play weight through this, so...
I think Mark just needs one bowl just to loosen himself up a bit here. It's just a nice couple of ends. Oh, that's a great result.
Yeah, flicked the jack. Took out Tuna's back bowl, which... I can't remember if it was a toucher. I don't think it was. No, so Mark laying the one shot. Tuna needs a very good bowl here now, surely.
Yep, good road again. Hopefully adjusted the pace.
Yeah, it will come back from there. Again, just wants to keep running. Will it fall down? Oh, it's just stood up. Yeah, Mark just querying who's holding. Elise confirms that it's his orange bowl that holds the shot. And he'll just be looking to drop down on Tuna's last bowl.
Yep, that's the... Oh, he's tight here, I think.
Mind you, his blazes...
Well, one way of doing it.
Yeah.
Did look a little bit tight out of the hand, but he had a little bit of pace just to hold that up. As you say, with the blazes as well, they do tend to hold ever so slightly more than the ace.
It does. Might still only be one shot, but a better one shot.
Yeah. Not left much for Tuna to play at here.
No, not... I mean, just checking on the angles, she might have a shot to play weight, but she's only drawing from her position on the mat. Yeah, it's an overdraw, so wants to look to move the jack. Oh, it's fairly close. Oh, very good bowl.
Great bowl.
Very good bowl. It's probably even made two of that.
Well, she'll be happy with that.
Yeah, it was a great bowl. So, Mark's final bowl now of the ninth end. Again, just an indication he's going to play a little bit of weight. He has got best back.
Plant onto the split.
Yeah.
I would say.
Well, it was a bit tight. Yeah, you were right. That was a shot he went for. Takes one bowl out, so just the one to Tuna.
I can see these shots now, Simon. I just can't play them. That's the difficulty.
Well, the question there is, could you ever play them? So, one to Tuna. Again, another single to reduce the deficit to 7-5, and she is still in this match.
Yeah, I think, as I say, the only worry would be that at some point Mark is going to win an end. He needs to be making the most of... the ends that you win.
Yeah, so Mark's down on the backhand side here again. Yeah, just held out again on that fraction wider line.
Sticking to this forehand for Tuna. Don't need to change anything here. Anything on the jack will be very good. Again,
yeah, looks like a good line. Again, now needs to be up, and it is. Ooh. Bit of leg action, wanting to flick the jack, but
it's
it
amazing
didn't help
how that never tends to help at all when you do that.
Yeah, so Mark now looking to put this jack straight through into the ditch. Yeah, good pace for the job. Wow, been unlucky.
Wow, that gives Tuna a very good opportunity here. Drop him for free. Same bowl as the last.
Good line again.
Pace
Really,
looks fairly
yeah,
good.
wants it to keep running. She's got to get behind. Yeah, well, it dropped down, so I don't think that jack will go off as well. Well, yeah, maybe it will just slide past the bowl. You can see on the angle there. Depends on the pace Mark plays this.
Yeah, well, he won't be short. We know
Yeah.
that. Playing backhand at this.
Yeah, playing from inside his foot, so he'll need to be on a narrow line because it has been holding. Which he is. Again.
Oh, that's not a good result either.
No, that might... Well, I don't know if it stopped the jack going off. Not that I really think he's playing for that.
Might be 3.
Yeah, I was going to say might only be 2, but again, difficult to check on the angle.
Now, would you take a risk here if you were Tuna and look to just touch your shot bowl yourself just to make the 3 or 4?
Yeah, I mean, she could stick down on the forehand still, just, you know, looking to draw out. If she touches it, it does exactly as you say, gives herself 3 or 4.
Oh, is that there?
Yeah, it looked a little bit juddery out of the hand.
I think it is.
Well, doesn't really want to widen it. Well, she has
That
nudged
might
it.
have made enough.
And it's going to fall.
Yeah, I think that's enough.
Yeah, I think that is a full house 4 lie. Pressure now on Mark with his last bowl. Just 2 ends to come after this, so this really is a big bowl for Mark.
Just chased it a bit on this end, I think, because unlucky with the couple of results, but when you're chasing,
Back to the draw then for Mark Beattie.
doesn't like it. He's
No,
turned
he
his back
doesn't.
on it. I think he's close.
Well, yeah, just knew it. Perhaps a fraction of a pace could be 3.
I think Mark knew that halfway up. Obviously, we didn't. We thought it was still fairly close.
It's 2 taken out. 3.
And that's
Yeah, it is. It's a score of 3 for Tuna on this crucial 10th end. And she jumps into an 8-7 lead with 2 ends to play. And there you go. A run of 4 ends in a row now. And a lead of 1 shot. Who's your money on?
Well, the way the game's going, you can say Tuna's got the momentum, but you can never write off Mark. He's
No, you can't. I mean, Mark, you know, will keep plugging away, getting bowls in. Yeah. Nice close-up of Mark's delivery.
you see a slight wobble with the bowl.
Yeah, I think just the flick of the hand at the end will do that.
Yeah, I mean it's consistent. It happens
It
with every
is.
bowl. So
It's not a massive wobble, and as you can quite clearly see from the evidence there, it doesn't really affect what the bowl does. Yeah, I think Tuna's just pinched the line again here. Well, that might hold up. No, just under. But again, with the bowl of Mark sat where it is, probably looking to play a little bit more, just playing the narrower line.
yeah, you can get drawn into that shot. It's all day long a draw, but you feels like you can just play that little bit of weight. Well, you've got to be careful here now. Just a draw. Don't go chasing this.
Not sure what that was. Don't know if someone's just killed over.
Yeah, so it's the problem. It's very quiet in here now.
Yeah, I mean it's a massive building, so echoes a lot. So Tuna, 3rd bowl. Oh, just under it. Mark line, yeah, 1 maybe 2.
Out on a good road.
Yes, bowl will come back nicely.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, it's a good bowl.
Yeah, there's been the danger chasing it this end for Tuna. There's danger of dropping a 3 herself here.
Yeah, she's got a big decision to make here now. She's 1 shot up in the game. I mean, that's a nice target to look at, especially on the forehand. Could clear both bowls. But if she misses, it will be a big count for Mark. Again, is there a draw?
Well, not
No.
too much, he said.
Yeah, so she's playing a bit, so she's just going to play maybe a yard or so over this.
Looks wide. It looked wide.
Well, I don't know.
No, it's back. It's close, yeah.
Wow.
Well,
I think it's
tight.
1, possibly 2 to Mark. Bit unlucky with the result, yeah.
2 shots.
Yeah, I'd say that's 2. Mark still has a bowl to come. I'm not sure if he's going to play it.
Oh, I'd be brave at this.
But that's why you're up here and they're down there.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I think, yeah, I mean, if Mark just plays it narrow, he's only got to flick that bowl out. Yeah, he's coming down, other hand. Again, he could just rest this blue bowl, sit down on the jack for a good 3. Yeah, that'll hold up on that line with that weight. Yeah, just a bit wide, so let's see what Tuna concedes here. Certainly one, we know that.
So it looks like 2. Umpire.
Yeah, might get an umpire's call here to come and just check this. We think all the umpires have gone for tea. So Guna's going to come on and measure for us. Mark obviously trusting him to do that with his other half playing. So we know that heading into the last end now, it's at least a tie.
We won't tease Gunnar later on to say it's the only way he's going to get on the show mat.
So I think that was only 1. We'll just check with Elise now who's going to put the score up for us so we can just see. It was just a single shot, so we're all square at 8 all after 11 ends.
Oh, great end to this match now.
Mark has set the jack at long here.
And he's going for
and
the
he's
jack.
going to go for the jack.
Tuna's face.
What are you saying, Mark? Always going to kill it, I think. Yep.
Yeah.
So the jack drops off the side of the mat. So the players will reset for the end. Again, players are allowed to kill the jack twice.
If he's not going to try.
So yeah, he's reset himself to have a go.
Slight adjustment needed.
Oh,
yeah.
What a bowl, Mark Beattie. Yeah, and there's your evidence. That is unbeatable. I mean, you could see the way he played that, not hammering it down,
No.
perfect way, and look at the result he's got.
Yeah. And I don't care what anyone says, that is a skill to do that. I've never understood why it's seen as a negative. When you do it with the last bowl at the end, or the first bowl at the end, the skill factor is still...
It is, and you know, generally you see most players missing that shot.
Absolutely.
The percentage is not very high.
Well, if it was the way to win matches, everyone would be doing it
All the time.
all the time.
Yeah, absolutely right. So, Mark will take this end. We'll see how many shots it'll be, but that'll mean Mark will finish top of the group, but Tuna is already guaranteed through as well. So both these players will progress to the cup final. Just fell back. I think Tuna's outside bowl there is probably second. So Tuna just coming down to have a look to see who might be second bowl.
I'm always a fan of coming down myself and looking. Not that you don't trust the marker, but it's actually think it's quicker in a lot of instances just to come down and have a look yourself.
Yeah, just reassure yourself, doesn't it? And you can see how it's lying. So Tuna's penultimate bowl of this match, looking to push Mark's orange bowl through. Just slightly under the line, unfortunate.
Yeah, it's not really much there for Tuna to play at, and Mark taking a jack in the ditch. Bit of an anticlimax for Tuna and the rest of this end.
Well, Mark did the job for her. So, last bowl of the match. Can Tuna finish it off with a nice draw?
Road.
Yeah, giving it a good chance this bowl. Just wants to run. Well, just bowl short. So
yeah, really good match there.
Shake hands for the players. It's a single shot to Mark, and he takes the game 9-8. And as I say, guarantees himself top spot in the group. Tuna will go through to the cup knockout as runner-up. Again, they've both got a game to play tomorrow morning.
They'll both be relatively happy with the way they're playing, I think, as well. So going into the cup with on decent form.
Yeah, I mean they both played well there. Tuna came back well, did very well, and we'll see them both tomorrow in the cup match. So that'll be the end of our live coverage for today. Thanks to everyone who's joined us. As I say, tomorrow we'll bring you some more games during the morning session, and then we'll be back live with you in the afternoon with some more live coverage. Yeah, so as you can see, final score there 9-8 to Mark. So thank you very much for joining us, guys. Have a good evening, and we'll see you tomorrow.